Okay, back in the game. And now today, what we finna talk about? The consensus. Okay, because right now you're probably thinking, who's going to be the president of the United States? You got priorities in your life right now, but you got one priority in your life that is based on who's going to be the president. This is something that you're thinking in the back of your mind. And that you're thinking, oh, I'm going to vote for Trump or I'm going to vote for Kamala. This is what you're thinking in the back of your mind. And what you're thinking in the back of your mind is your consensus. That's something that everybody in the country is thinking about that they got to do. They got to come up with the consensus of who's going to be the president. You're thinking about the consensus of who should be the president. And you're thinking about voting based on that consensus. Now, this right here, Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist, I'm talking about upgrading the consensus and bringing you an actual consensus. Because this consensus that you're operating on, you're thinking about who should be the president, but your vote doesn't directly say who's going to be the president. Your vote is not exactly who's going to be in the White House. You're not directly saying it. It's an indirect thing. The consensus says what they think, and it can be manipulated actually through gerrymandering and things of that nature. It's all kinds of indirect policies and bureaucracy in the way of your decision to say that this person should be president. So you're not actually saying that person should be president. You're saying, I think this is the way we should go, because they are saying who should be president based on what you are saying to them. And these people are your representatives. If enough people within a jurisdiction votes for this person, he is representing you to vote for the president. That person is called an elector. And these people are going by their own votes. So they can vote whatever they want, despite what you vote or what they are supposed to vote. And we've got a ton of these throughout every state that has to operate and organize information, sign papers, this and that, registrations, all this kind of stuff just to vote for you. Who should be president based on what they think they want. That's based on what you want, but not really. It's actually still based on what they want because it's their vote, not yours. Now, I'm here to change the consensus where no, you're voting directly on the president, bro. You're voting directly on the president, ma'am. Yes, sir. You are voting directly on the president. Yes, sir. Your vote is being counted. Yes, sir. You can see how many people and count the people yourself. You can sit here and see it for yourself. I'm talking about giving you a consensus upgrade. This is what I'm talking about. Upgrading the consensus so that it can concisely and precisely decide everything, including who is going to be the president and everything below that. Everything that affects you and your tax dollars. Now, I am Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist, and I am bringing you an upgrade. Now, I am banned on social media platforms. Marcus Sykes, America 2.0, Black Jesus, all of that is banned on social media platforms. Most all of them, I am banned. And I am officially running for president. That is my voice. This is my voice. I am speaking. I am coming with policies to upgrade us basically into a better system of voting. And I am banned. That is a violation right there of constitutional rights. But the corporations who are in control are able to do this because our politics is based on campaigning, which is controlled through companies, not the government. So these companies are manipulating who is going to become the president, because this is where you're allowed to run for president. This is the only place you're allowed to run for president. In a small box that they put off to the side and keep quiet about. Because why? It's not making money. He's not paying advertising dollars. You got to pay big advertising dollars to be heard, even if you are the truth. Now, this is obviously a problem. This is a communication problem because now only thing you are seeing is lies, because those lies have the money to afford. Lies are able to afford more advertising than the truth. The truth should be easy to find, but it's not lucrative. It's not lucrative. So in an indirect way, you are silenced because I am being silenced. I have the freedom of speech, but I am not able to but I am banned from having a speech This is the world that we live in today, where we don't have a chance to speak. Even I am explaining to you right now, even you do not have a opportunity to vote for the president. You do not have an opportunity to vote for the president because you are not voting for the president directly. You are voting for somebody to vote for the president. Literally, that's what you're doing. I am saying a direct democracy that gives you the direct vote on what you are voting for. Literally, your vote goes down in history. You voted for this person. And this is still private information and anonymous, but you can see your vote. You can see all of your votes. And then you can actually see what you voted for. And this is a historical document. This is the historical data. So you can always refer back to it. This is a reference point of the truth of what you have done and who you are as a person, based on the society that you're living in, which is America 2.0, an upgraded direct democracy, where all of this is found in your privacy. Because, and this is a privacy that you own in your hand. Because see, right now, the corporations and companies, they own everything. They own your cell phone and all the licenses and agreements. You don't own none of that to the software on your cell phone. So all your information that's within the cell phone is owned by other companies and corporations. Your voice is owned by companies and corporations. You can't have a voice. And this is one other reason why I'm running for president, to demonstrate the problem with your voices in the United States. This is an art piece where I am directly showing you the problem with the government, at the same time showing you the answer and being the answer. Because the fact that I'm running for president, I am not someone who wanted to run for president, but in actually starting to run for president, I began to see the issues of the system. Because for me to run for president in a system that's already created and is working at optimal abilities, then it should be very simple for me to run for to actually be heard with my campaign. That should be easy. But no, the only way that the politics works in America, not based on people and what they're doing and what they're trying to do, it's based on campaign contributions. Our politics is not based on laws or policies or people. It's just based purely on contributions. This person is better than this person because they have more contributions. It has nothing to do with their ethics, their code of ethics. It has nothing to do with their policies. It has nothing to do with anything really except campaign contributions today. So the laws that are passed are not based on anything but campaign contributions. And I don't even contribute to campaign. So therefore, I'm not making a decision. I don't contribute to campaigns, therefore I don't make decisions. You don't contribute to campaigns, therefore you're not making decisions. But there are those who are contributing to campaigns, and those who are contributing to campaigns are getting their will. They're getting what they want out of the system of government. They're manipulating and changing the policies the way that they want. They operate as through committees and interest groups, but it all boils down to campaign contributions. What we are voting on and what we are voting for is our consensus. And I am here to upgrade our consensus and fix it and make it right. That's simply all I'm doing. Direct democracy answers the problem of the communication. It answers the problem of communication within the United States between the government and the people. Now, I'm a humanitarian, and that's simply all I am doing. I'm doing nothing more than that, because what else can I do? I can't do anything because I am an artist. In government, I can't do anything as an artist but be a visionary, which this is the vision. I know what needs to be done, and I know exactly how we need to do it. I mean, it's very simple matrix. Upgrade America into a direct democracy by adding two new checks, the consensus and the constitutional AI. Those are simply the only two things that I'm doing. But within those two things, we're talking about overhauling the entirety of the government so that those two checks can operate the way that they should. And the way that they should operate should be based on the way that we operate right now today on social media. It should be simple, easy, user-friendly, all the same thing that we're doing right now on social media. That's the same that's the same format. That's the same format as us negotiating what happens around us. We're talking about a communication format where we are operating as the people and voting and negotiating our tax money. And we're talking about a blockchain system that has to be built where we can split a penny into 1,000 pieces and then make a transaction where every single person and every single citizen can devote a hundredth of a penny or a tenth of a penny to something. Now we are being able to we're linking the consensus, what we are thinking, to our tax money. Now that right there is the most powerful upgrade to American society, period. Connecting our thoughts directly to our tax money is what this system is going to do. And to do that, when the people start understanding and building the platform of their communication, which are the groups and the networks within the system, once people create all of that and they sync up what they think, the people are slowly going to figure out everything. But it won't just be a representative that understands everything. It will be everyone who knows everything. Because we know a lot of things about Facebook. We know a lot of things because of YouTube. We know a lot of things because of TikTok. We know a lot of things because of social media. But none of it is matching up. None of us are matching up because we're all in a box getting extorted for our time and our attention. Okay, because it ends in extortion on all platforms, including YouTube. Nothing you will see is besides this. Everything that you see besides this is extortion. This is the only thing online and period that you could see on a video screen that is not based on extortion. This is the only thing. Because for one, this is art. This is an artistic platform that is an interactive art piece that is me, Marcus Sykes Black Jesus, the Antichrist, the President of the United States, campaigning for the President of the United States to upgrade us into a direct democracy. Now, that is a revolution, actually, found in an art piece, in an artwork that is pretty much muffled online, that's banned online. Okay, now, seriously, I am banned by all the social media platforms. And the point of that, it makes sense to me that, okay, yeah, we are living in a slave master setup type of lifestyle because your consensus is not directly connected to anything. There are people that are representing your consensus and they are not being efficient because they are not the real consensus. They could never be the real consensus. A representative can never, ever do what's really right for you. You're just voting for a representative because you think that it's a good person. You think because he's a Christian, he's a good person. This is the main reason why you're just voting for people. The consensus is about voting for people you think that is a good person or at least someone that's going to do something for you. But the truth is, none of these people are going to do what's in your best interest because they all are operating in their best interest just as you are voting in your best interest. Everyone will continue to operate mechanically in their own best interest. This is the law of nature. So every leader is hypocrisy. You can point out what they did wrong because of this, because we are all selfish in a sense. But America 2.1 makes up for that by energizing you, every citizen, to be selfish in a way to make money for yourself. And then by doing so, you have made something better for everyone else. You have fed everyone in order to feed yourself. Ultimately, a bigger feast, in a sense. This is the way people can make money on the system because the system is designed for you, a citizen, to take advantage of it. Through this system, you can get a house. Through the system, you can get your health care straight. Everything, pretty much anything you can get in this system. because you are insured by the system. And through your votes, you can manipulate and control the system to work for you. This is the prophecy I am speaking of. Many of you may look at me and think that I am not who you think I should be or what you want me to be. Many of you hear my name and think that, well, that's just some talkity talk. No, it's symbolism based on an art piece, based on reality that is playing into the truth, playing the truth. And that's something I could do as an artist. I can bring that vision to you. I'm bringing that vision to you. The vision is America 2.0, an upgrade to the way that we are operating that is right. It is something that happens no matter what. So I am the future. What I'm speaking